the hallway light, the one we never used to turn off at night. The coffee's cold, the house is still. I'm waiting for a sound that never will. Come through the door, walk up the stairs. I'm talking to a room that isn't there. I found your sweater behind the couch, and I can't bring myself to throw it out. Every should have and every could have been is playing like a movie on my skin. I'm reaching for your hand in the dark, only to find the ghost of where you are. I miss you in the way the morning feels so gray. I miss you in the words I didn't know how to say. I'm sorry for the silence, I'm sorry for the pride. And I'm sorry I let you slip away. I saw your car at the light today. I almost waved before I looked away. Then I remembered we don't do that anymore. Just two strangers with a closing door. I'm replaying every fight we ever had, trying to find the part where it got this bad. Was it the things I said or the things I did? And now I'm living in a life where you're forbidden. I miss you in the way the morning feels so. And I'm sorry I let you slip away. If I could scream into the wind and have it carry me back to the start again, I'd hold my tongue, I'd hold you tight. I wouldn't let us go without a fight. But the bed is wide and the air is cold, and I'm holding on to stories that'll never be told. I'm pulling back again. It's what I do, leaving silver lines of foam to find your shoes. I reach for the hem of your golden dress, but I'm just a ghost, a rhythmic mess. I bring you glass that the years made smooth, small broken things I tried to soothe, but every time I get close to your feet, the moon pulls a string and I have to retreat. I'm deep and I'm dark and I'm ancient and blue, but I trade every depth just to stay beside you. I'm a restless heart in a saltwater skin, waiting for the tide to let me in. Oh, I'm the ocean and you are the land. I'm riding my love in the shifting sand, but the wind blows hard and the ink runs dry, and I'm left beneath the heavy sky. I'm always coming home, but I can never stay. I'm 1,000 miles deep and a heartbeat away, just a love letter sent from the sea to the shore, watching you walk away once more. I've seen the ships go down in my chest. I've carried the weight, I've had no rest, but nothing is heavier than this line between your horizon and mine. I mimic the blue of your favorite eyes and the way the reef reflects the skies. I'm screaming in white caps, I'm whispering in spray, begging the earth not to wash me away. They say we're connected, they say we are one, where the cliff meets the spray and the day is done. But I'm just a witness to the path that you tread. A million I love yous that can't be said, so I'll crash on the rocks just to feel your stone, because being this fast is being alone. Oh, I'm the ocean and you are the land. I'm riding my love in the shifting sand, but the wind blows hard and the ink runs dry, and I'm left beneath the heavy sky. I'm always coming home, but I can never stay. I'm 1,000 miles deep and a heartbeat away, just a love letter sent from the sea to the shore, watching you walk away once more. Salt on your skin, that was my kiss. The roar in the shell, that was my wish. I'm pulling back now, I'm drifting out far, still reaching for the shore, wherever you are. The needle drops on the same old scar of a song that tells me how far you are. I know the scratch, I know the skip, the way the melody starts to slip. I've memorized the cracks in the ceiling tile while I try to remember the shape of your smile. The sun goes down, the moon turns cold, and I'm still stuck in the story we told. My friends say the silence is a healing sound, but I'd rather have the noise with you around. So I hit the button and I watch it spin back to the part where you let me in. It's repeat until the battery dies, repeat until I believe my own lies, that you're coming back, that you're at the door, that I won't have to feel this way anymore. I'm a broken record on a dusty shelf, losing the rhythm, losing myself. It's a cycle of hurt that I can't forget. Repeat until death. Repeat until there's nothing left. I walk the path where we used to run, shadow boxing with the setting sun. Every ghost of a hey and a how have you been? There's a needle that's stitching the sorrow back in. I look at the text that I'll never send, starting at the start just to get to the end. I'm addicted to the ghost of the way it felt, watching the ice in the glass slowly melt. They say time is a river that flows to the sea, but I'm a whirlpool of you and of me. I'm circling the drain of the love that went south, with the taste of your name like ash in my mouth. Again and again, and again and again. Where does the memory stop being a friend? It's repeat until the battery dies, repeat until I believe my own lies, that you're coming back, that you're at the door, that I won't have to feel this way anymore. I'm a broken record on a dusty shelf, losing the rhythm, losing myself. It's a cycle of hurt that I can't forget. Repeat until death. Repeat until there's nothing left. One more time, just one more time. Let the chorus break my heart again. Let the bridge take me back to when I was yours. Click, I was yours. Click, I miss you. Starting. I'm looking through the boxes in the hall, tracing every shadow on the wall. I'm trying to find a reason to be mad, to make the ending feel a little less sad. But I can't find a single bitter word or a jagged memory that I've heard. You didn't break a promise or a heart on purpose. You just left a void beneath the surface. It would be easier if you were the villain in the play. If I had a debt to settle or a price to make you pay. But all I have is the ghost of your kindness in the room, and a garden of memories that refuse to stop their bloom. You were good to me, and that's the hardest part. There's no anger here to shield my breaking heart. You were soft, you were steady, you were home. And now I'm learning how to be alone. I can't hate a man who loved me like you did. I can't bury the truth that I try to keep hid. It's a beautiful lake, a sweet misery heart. You were so good to me. I remember how you'd listen when I'd speak, how you'd kiss the tears right off my cheek. You never raised your voice or let me fall. You gave me everything, you gave your all. So why does it feel like a heavy cold stone to know that the best love I've ever known is a chapter that ended before I was ready, in a world that is tilting? You were my steady. Maybe if you'd lied, or if you'd walked away in spite, I could sleep a little better through the middle of the night. But you heard me till the end, and you told me I was brave, and I'm drowning in the mercy of the love you You were good to me, and that's the hardest part. There's no anger here to shield my breaking heart. You were soft, you were steady, you were home. And now I'm learning how to be alone. I can't hate a man who loved me like you did. I can't bury the truth that I try to keep hid. It's a beautiful lake, a sweet misery. God, you were so good to me. I'm grateful for the light you brought, even for the lessons that I never saw. Thank you for the way you cared, for every single second that we shared. I'll be okay eventually. But you were so good to me. Yeah, you were so good to me. left your keys on the counter by the mail, next to the coffee cup that's looking a little pale. I told myself I wouldn't check your page tonight, but here I am, caught in the glow of the screen light. I see you smiling in a sweater I don't know, in a city where the winter hasn't started to show. And just like that, the air leaves my chest. I'm failing the only simple, easy test. I'm picking at the scabs of every memory, trying to remember how you used to look at me. I know it's over, I know the bridge is burned, but I'm still waiting for a lesson I've already learned. So go ahead and break my heart again. I'd rather feel the sting than feel nothing within. Remind me of the way it felt to belong, even if the rhythm is entirely wrong. Give me the wreckage, give me the blue. I'd take 1,000 cuts if they came from you. Yeah, pull the thread and watch the world spin. Come on, darling, break my heart again. I walk past that diner where we used to sit, the one with the neon sign that's never quite lit. I almost went inside to claim our usual booth, but I'm still terrified of facing the truth, that the sugar shaker's full but the conversation's dead, and there's a different person living in your head. I'm a glutton for the ghost of what we had, turning something beautiful into something sad. They say that time is a healer, but time is a thief, stealing the color and leaving the grief. If I move on, then I'll lose the last piece of us. So I'll stay in the ruins and I'll kick up the dust, 'cause the pain is the only thing that's real, and it's the only way I still know how to Don't leave me in this quiet, empty space. where I can't see the lines of your face. Break it one more time, so I know you were mine. The closet's half empty, the hangers are bare, but I still feel the weight of you everywhere. Your toothbrush is gone from the porcelain rim, and the light in the hallway is flickering dim. I've rehearsed every sentence, I've practiced the part of the girl who can handle a hole in her heart. But the script is a mess, and the ink is all blurred, and I'm choking on silence instead of a word. I can handle the static, I can handle the rain, I can even get used to this hollow point pain. But when I see your suitcase sit by the door, I realize I don't know who I am anymore. How do I say goodbye to my favorite sound? How do I stand when you shake in the ground? You're the north that I followed, the north that I knew. Now I'm lost in a world that is missing you. I can say it's for the best, I can say it's time to fly. But how do I, God, how do I say goodbye? I'm watching the clock like it's counting a debt, trying to find a way not to feel the regret. Should I wave from the porch? Should I close all the blinds? Should I leave all the I love yous lagging behind? You're taking your books and the way that you laugh and leaving me here with the broken down half of a life that we built on a promise and prayer. Now I'm reaching for hands that just aren't there. clicking shut, the engine's starting up. I'm whispering it now to the empty air, to the space in the bed, to the ghost in the chair. Goodbye, my love. Goodbye, my life. I wasn't ready. I'm watching the sunlight crawl across the floor, tracing the shadows toward the bedroom door. My breath is getting shallow, the room is getting cold, but I'm clinging to the stories that we never told. Don't look at me with those heavy, tear-stained eyes. I've had enough of the hellos and the goodbyes. Just sit right here and let the world slow down. I'm okay as long as you're still around. Oh, the coffee's getting cold on the nightstand. I just wanted one more minute holding your hand before the sleep takes over, before the light fades out. You're the only thing I was ever sure about. Stay with me until I'm fast asleep. This is a promise that I know you'll keep. I'll see you in the morning in the steam of your cup. I'll be the golden light that wakes you up. I'm sorry that I'm leaving you to finish this alone, in a house that feels a little less like home. Just a little coffee for your tired head while I'm resting here on my final bed. Do you remember that summer when the rain wouldn't stop? We spent every penny at the corner shop just to stay dry and talk about the moon. I didn't know the ending would come this soon. I want you to live, I want you to bloom. Don't let the silence fill up every room. Take my old records and play them real loud. I'll be the silver lining in every single cloud. It's okay to be angry, it's okay to cry, but don't let the best of you start to die. I'm just moving houses, I'm just changing lanes. I'm finally free from all of these pains, but God, I'm gonna miss the way you say my name. Nothing will Headlights are cutting through the kitchen blinds, tracing all the reasons that we're leaving behind. You're standing in the doorway with your coat on your arm, trying to be brave, trying to keep calm. But the air in this room has never felt so thin. I can hear the winter trying to crawl back in. We've said all the words, we've cried all the tears. Now we're just the wreckage of a couple of years. I know the engine's running out there in the drive. I know we're barely keeping this ghost alive. But before the gravel crunches under your wheels, before I have to face how the emptiness feels, kiss me before you go, like you never leaving. Give me one more second of this sweet believing that we're not a tragedy, we're not a mistake. Give me something beautiful before I break. Tastes like the summer, tastes like the rain. Let the ghost of your lips numb the edge of the pain. Just for a heartbeat, make the world slow. Darling, kiss me before you go. Your hand is on the handle, you're halfway out the door. I'm memorizing shadows on the hardwood floor. If I could freeze the clock at 2 a.m., I'd never have to wonder where the us began. I don't want to lecture on why we fell apart. I don't want the logic, I just want your heart. One more taste of salt and the chapstick you wear, before I'm just a memory and you're no longer there. Don't make it a goodbye, make it a stay, even if it only lasts until you turn away. I wanna remember the fire, not the ash. I want the lightning before the crash. Close your eyes and lean back in. Let the ending be where we begin. Kiss me before you go, like you're never leaving. Give me one more second of this sweet believing that we're not a tragedy, we're not a mistake. Give me something beautiful before I break. Tastes like the summer, tastes like the rain. Let the ghost of your lips numb the edge of the pain. Just for a heartbeat, make the world slow. Darling, kiss me before you go. Before the silence, before the space, before I forget the heat of your face. Just one more, just this once. there. Now you can go. The sauces came and went without a sound, but I'm still buried 6 feet underground. The neighbors moved the sprinklers to the lawn, but I haven't seen a single break of dawn. I've blacked out every window with the sheets to hide away from the summer on the streets, because the sun is just a spotlight on the mess, and a cruel reminder I have someone less. They say the days are long, the nights are short, but time is just a ghost in this resort of empty hallways and the scent of you, in a house that's drowning in a shade of blue. So let it be dark until September. I'm not ready to wake up and remember how the heat of July felt like your skin before the shadows started closing in. Let the world go gold, let the flowers bloom. I'll stay here in the winter of this room until the leaves begin to fall and the air gets cold. I'm staying in the dark until the year that's old. I hear the children laughing at the pool, while I'm sitting here just playing the fool, tracing the dust on your side of the bed and replaying every word you ever said. August is a mountain I can't climb, a waste of light, a heavy theft of time. I'm waiting for the frost to kill the ache, and for the ice to settle on the lake. Brightness is for people who have hope, but I'm just hanging at the end of my rope. I need the gray, I need the wind to howl, I need the rain to throw in the towel. Don't tell me that the sky is pretty and clear. The only thing I want is no longer here. So let it be dark until September. I'm not ready to wake up and remember how the heat of July felt like your skin before the shadows started closing in. Let the world go gold, let the flowers bloom. I'll stay here in the winter of this room until the leaves begin to fall and the air gets cold. I'm staying in the dark until the year gets old. Turn off the porch light, close the heavy blinds. I'm leaving the sunshine behind. Wake me up when the birds stop singing. Wake me up when the bells into a low, droning hum that fades into a cold wind sound. The mailbox is overflowing with the news, but I'm still sitting here in your old oversized shoes. The silence in the kitchen has a bitter taste, like 1,000 I love yous gone to waste. I still catch myself making coffee for two before I remember there's no more you. I reach for my phone to tell you a joke, and the reality hits like a cloud of smoke. The calendar is stuck on a Tuesday in May, the last time I saw you before you walked away. Now the house is a museum of what we used to be, and I'm the only one left with the ghost of we. Now you're gone and the world keeps spinning round, but I'm just a shadow lost in the sound of a heart that's beating in an empty chest, looking for a place where a soul can rest. The stars are still there, but the light is all wrong. I'm humming the verses to a broken song. Everything is different, everything is drawn in shades of gray. Now that you're gone, I saw your sister at the grocery store. I had to hide behind the cereal on aisle 4, because I couldn't bear to hear how you're doing fine, while I'm still drowning in this borderline. Are you sleeping better in that new city air? Does someone else touch the gold in your hair? It's a haunting kind of hollow, a permanent chill, to know that you're moving while I'm standing still. I'd give up the memories just to lose the sting. I'd give back the winter just to feel the spring. But the memory of you is a heavy gold chain that keeps me anchored in the pouring watching you